So I'm doing an impromptu session today. I've checked off the camera if she's willing to talk. I'm talking to my sister Varsha and she's willing to talk. So I'm going to just. So I'm talking to Varsha. You meditate in the evening time. You're okay to talk though at this point in time. Okay, the topic of conversation is the photo that's on the screen. This person is the original Sanjeev Rajan Lekraj, Simal's cousin. Is it okay if I show the photo on camera via the recording who I'm talking about? Is this Cyrus Mistry, this photo? MC Chagla's granddaughter's husband? Is this Cyrus Mistry re-crispered? This man has shapeshifted for Cyrus Mistry ever? Has he been legally hired by Cyrus Mistry to shapeshift for Cyrus Mistry? So was he officially hired to shapeshift for Cyrus Mistry? Okay, so with your permission, I am going to be showing the photo on camera. 1 minute. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to continue with the session. Yesterday I have done a reading for about an hour or two. I don't even know what it was, but I was told that that reading was purposely remotely deleted by somebody. Luckily I have a little prelude to it because I put it off and then I continued with the read. So you'll see it's very dark, it's night time. After that I have done, and you'll see the time of the read, then it went on for 1-2 hours. I did the throw also and I got some Scrabble pieces. That video has been deleted, but the Scrabble pieces are still here. The question was about the boy who has put out his photo as Sanjeev Lekraj. I was supposed to be married to Sanjeev Rajan Lekraj. I understand that Sanjeev Rajan Lekraj was actually a dead man, murdered in 1995. So I primarily got married to a ghost. Standing in over there was somebody else. There's plenty in that video that I did. I was so tired. We're starting the session late. And that's okay, because I say whatever happens for the best. It becomes proof that means that what I picked up irks somebody to that extent that they had to delete it remotely. Had it been an earlier time, what I would have done is I would have uploaded it to the internet. But because it was late, I was too tired. I said I'll do this tomorrow. Since I am tired, I'm starting the session also late. I've had lunch. I've come here to this living room only at around 12:15. Had lunch, and now I thought I'll continue with the session. But when I've gone to my phone to see, let's upload that video and then continue with the session, I see no, it is deleted. So anyway, let's just clock the time. I'm JAYA.ADVANI, Jaya Kanyalal Hukumat Rai Advani. No matter what rumors you may hear. We've had naysayers on my backside from 87 to start with, but the point is, if I'm from Spain with Spanish DNA actually brought to India, then the ones who worked it created a ghost situation. They did the same thing in my marriage. So the miscreant knew bloody well what he was up to. He repeated what useless activity he does, both at my birth as well as in my marriage. Okay? I didn't whore myself. You gigoloed yourself in a dead man's position. I cannot have a marriage certificate and have a marriage at the ISKCON temple hall. Have 10 days of events or events plattered in 10 days. There are about 5 events totally, 5 or 6 events totally, including a Mehndi at Brewery House in the lawns over there. The Minis have sung and danced at the Sangeet. So I cannot listen to your shit. Okay? Rohika is dead. She's MC Chagla's granddaughter. MC Chagla was in the Jawaharlal Nehru government, building India the appropriate way through the Congress. The real Rohika Chagla, let the pendulum tell you what happened. It has already been recorded. This is the reason why you people are being told how many times by Shirdi Sai Baba, क्या बताता रहता है तुम लोगों को? He says, don't be fooled by imitation. He says, learn to recognize what's good, what's bad. He says, learn to recognize what's outward show and what is really happening behind the scenes. All this is for the shapeshifters of the dead people who you are not able to sort. You are inviting urchins picked up and trained from traffic signals. Whenever they are wearing the face of your dear beloved departed who you've not done the last rites for, they are stealing from those homes. They are grabbing OC's property, breaking lockers, breaking windows, just coming in, raping people and leaving. They are good at putting people off by anesthesia and gas. Today is Sunday, we're starting late. It is 13:45, actually about 1400, which means 2 in the afternoon. It's a Sunday. It is the 25th of May, 2025. We're starting late because I was very tired. I gave you the whole history. Right? The scene outside right now is it's broad daylight. It is a Sunday. You'll see the stamp on the previous recording. It's a Saturday. I don't know if I did the timestamp yesterday, but everything's dark because it is night time. So you'll see it in the timestamp. What was the time? After that, I've done a recording for 1.5 hours, 2 hours. I slept yesterday at around, I think 12:30. I got up from here in the night. I was surprised it's so late, but I was so fed up, so tired. Not fed up, I was tired. So I went hopping into my room slow and went to sleep. I've woken up also late this morning. Arrive here at around, from my bedroom, I come out over here at around 12:15 and then I say, oh, okay, 12:15, it's lunchtime. So let's not start the thing. Anyway, I've done a big recording yesterday. So we'll upload that and have lunch. Then I'm so tired, I say, no, I won't do that. Let me finish lunch, then I'll come here and do that. Come over here, sit over here. I say, where's that big recording gone? It's deleted, it's not there. So that's the IP address that has been rerouted by the miscreants. Walking onto the floor with the ego of Akhil Gupta, standing like Mr. Kiran Merchant. The man I don't recognize. Orders given to him by whom, you need to find out. It is mostly Sanjeev Lekhraj, whose photo is prior to this. That video is already taken out. We have asked, will you answer about him? Now, if you trust me, these are some things. The first thing, they call him is not SRL, they call him SL. He is connected with an FM, or he has shapeshifted for an FM. Of course, I cannot show you what this is, how it was thrown, but if you trust me that this is what was thrown and that video is deleted, then you can take it. You are not to trust this boy at all. He can shape shift for SRK. He can shape shift for anybody whose height is 5'7" to 5'11". He used to work in the shop parallelly to the real Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj, who used to go from Bangalore, Chennai to Bombay once in a while. That boy got murdered in 1995. Whenever we talk about anything, this goes absolutely, just has to do its thing. I have lots of spirits hanging around me. They show themselves in that manner. There are many people from the Congress who have passed on also, who are in spirit over there. Not Sonia Gandhi, not Rahul Gandhi. Not according to the last that I checked. One thing I find it strange, they say this boy was legally hired by, I don't want to get into it, let this only talk about it. I will not do. So these are the things I got. There's an IG. This guy has shapeshifted for many people. Calls him horrible, always. Horrendous being. This guy shapeshifts for Raga also. So he's not SRL, he's been called SL. He has messed around with Florida, Singapore, he's connected with sim activity, fucking it around, along with IMing, misusing SMS and SIM. Yeah, he is very horrible, useless class. His mother, who's supposed to be a Sindhi Bible, talks fluent, I told you, Telugu and Tamil, which nobody in a real Sindhi household can actually do. He lies a lot. Maybe because he has shapeshifted in the FM. I checked if he has shapeshifted for Modi. It says yes. Has he shapeshifted as Raga? It says yes. Has he shapeshifted for SRK? It says yes. I'll ask the pendulum. That's why I said nothing goes to waste. I'll redo the session. The fact that the video got deleted means there is something he is trying to hide. That's all. वो हाइड करे, जो कुछ भी उसको करना है करे, but the point is, whatever be the case, pendulum I can still do, no? The pendulum will still do its own thing. ये फिल्म्स में काम करता है या फिल्मिंग करता है लोगों का. My house, this is the guy who's gone, put it live and films it and sends the information wherever the hell he wants and makes money off it. He's got no ethics whatsoever. He is shape-shifting for people in Government of India Parliament today. Whether it is NDA or it is UPA, एक ही आदमी है जो कांडी करता है दोनों साइड से. है तो सेलम से, और सेलम कोची में जो हमको मिल रहा है पालघर के अंदर, पालघर एंड पालाकाड. वन इज केरला रेड मूवमेंट कम्युनिस्ट पार्टीज, other one is in Maharashtra where duplicate Cyrus Mistry had an accident. Mr. Cyrus Mistri's company only is called Shapur Ji, Palon Ji, that also Palna. और PayPal भी पालना, पाल पाल, आलो पाल्टो भी पालना. This boy, the pendulum yesterday told me that he was legally recruited by Cyrus Mistry to do his standing in for him here and there and there. But this boy actually was working at the shop level when Varsha, Simal's friend, cousin of the real Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj, Laveen Lekhraj, Jaya Shabnam Lekhraj, Leena whatever her surname is, that bunch of giggly Fort Convent girls who all go to the shop and help out while they are in college. So Varsha goes as a extra pocket money job. So she does talk about Lavina, and all their uncles, chachas at the counter and how they do stuff. That's up to 1995 end. October 1995, I am told that the real Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj was murdered in Bangalore. The boy who was working for them as one of the people who are given a job to do what all these guys were doing, but they're primarily the director's kids or the brothers, if it's a family business, their children and sister. Sanjeev Lekhraj is employed. This version of this boy, he is connected to Salem in some way. This boy goes on to replace the place of Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj, who was murdered in 1995 October sometime. From there they have never looked behind. Simal Lekhraj is no more, Malvika Lekhraj is no more. Malvika and this boy have gone to America which year? Because he's told me they shared a room, 2 single beds, and I said, well, yeah, they're cousins, like sisters, but my cousins and me, like Kabir, Akhil, Umesh, Nitesh, we are not allowed to share rooms after we hit puberty. Somehow my aunt was very, very, very strict. Boys in one room, girls in one room, you can talk as much as you want. So we'll talk full night till 6 in the morning, but when we're going to sleep, everyone in their own rooms. No, when we were growing up, they used to put out all the mattresses so that all kids are put on the floor so we don't fall off the bed. So we grew up for the first 12 years that way, 12, 13 years that way. Afterwards we were told, no, you have to go to separate rooms, boys in a separate room, girls in a separate room. You can talk as much as you want, whatever it is, but when it comes to you people having your own rooms, you'll all have to go to your own rooms. This happened when I was about 11, 12 years old. So when I was told by this boy that no, I've gone to America and over there we share 2 separate beds, as in but one room. So I said, we must be saving cost in New York. I said, our family is so different, we're so particular about cousins and how we hang around each other. But anyway, they're cousins. Even if I was hanging around my cousin, it's okay. If we've been brought up that way, we are okay, but we're not brought up that way. These guys are brought up a little differently. Fine. But I'm saying, if I'm being told in 1995 end, Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj, who only his girlfriend Cookie actually had a relationship with him. She broke up with him and went away to Australia when? Malvika Lekhraj and Sanjeev as cousins went to America when? Malvika got a tumor and lost her speech completely and was a vegetable for 1 year, where the doctor said there was no hope for recovery. But she miraculously came back after a year. Everyone thought it was her mom's hard prayers at Radha Swami that did the job. So these things have to be questioned. Simal Lekhraj, when complained to the police sometime after 2000 and I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10, about this boy tampering with the Cotton World books. Cotton World was able to sell Salman Khan's t-shirts of Being Human for 2 years, after which there was a big problem because it was found on Fashion Street and Kulaba Causeway footpath shops, for which Salman Khan broke his contract with these guys and then created his own Being Human stores. According to my understanding, I will not say it, but it is possible that the real Shapurji Palunji's son, Cyrus Mistry, given that he had other siblings and it is a big company, for his creative time of, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I have no idea, he could have shapeshifted or lent his face also to Salman Khan, the wild boy. What I said about whoever it was who was pretending to be SRL, Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj, the original Sindhi Bhaiband boy, that boy's nose is like a fritter. It's like a pakoda. It is most certainly not what we see of Cyrus Mistry. When we are asking the pendulum, she says, no, this is not that guy who she got married to legally. If we see Cyrus Mistry's earlier photos, he looks little different. What I was commenting about when it came to Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan, specifically Salman Khan, I said, wait 1 minute, there are some events happening in our life. This boy is making movie in that timeline and it is that story only. How he's doing this? Who's watching my house to make movies according to the events in our lives? It happened in Shah Rukh Khan's movie also and in Salman Khan's movie. But all that stopped post 2000 and I think 8 or 2008 onwards, so it was completely different. The whole career got redone with Wanted in the SK case. So there are plenty of things to be questioned. Films are connected in some way. The FM is connected in some way. This guy was connected. I think he has shapeshifted for Jetli also at some point in time. निर्मला सीतारमन हैज टू बी वेरी केयरफुल क्योंकि ये उसको स्पेयर नहीं करेगा. जनरली ये हिंदू ही है, कैथल एथियस्ट है, हिंदू नहीं है, एथियस्ट है. दिस इज व्हाट आई गॉट येस्टरडे, बट ही डज द रोल फॉर नमो नमो. Whoever is rotating in key places of key people are all connected with his bad background. because it is a communist agenda pretending and hiding out at the Indian Parliament using Middle Eastern labor class to plug in things in that parliament of key people. God only knows what happened to the originals. So it is the agenda of all things connected with crime that is at play today. It cannot give you a good result at all. You will not be allowed by the spirit realm only, who you have sent off very unceremoniously, thinking you will not be caught, but you are already caught. I'll tell you via the pendulum. Couldn't care less. तुमको जो करना है, तुमको हमको जेल भिजवाना है, you do it. Peril is yours only that you have to deal with in the future. You are already gone for. तुमको और भी खुद को मारना है, you do it. I couldn't care less. I don't know how mu comes over here. I'm nobody's date. I will decide whose date I am. You don't have to. I'm not that desperate. I can find my own. Once I say no to something and I don't like your energy, make sure you're not around me. I don't like filth. 100% when he has hung around, whether it is the IG or whether it is the FM, whenever he's hung around their girl, he has not worn his own skin. He has worn the skin of somebody else. His real looks, I have already shown it to you. She is not my sister, she is not my daughter. Neither she is from my ancestry nor is this rubbish. तो हमको कोई परवाह नहीं है. जब तू एथियस्ट है, क्या बहाए बहाए क्या हमारे घर में क्या गुनगुना रहा है? How dare you be namo namo? So I think Salem से जुड़ा हुआ है, but it is the Salem Kochi highway. So no, it's Salem is SEL. I don't know how you spell Salem, not sure. You find out how you spell Salem. But it is coming to the same Salem Kochi highway where Mrs. Sonia Gandhi was pulled off, I don't know, in 2005 or 6. It is there in the recording. Soon after that, Rahul Gandhi in some years was put in the same place. Both have been harassed to the nth degree. Your Raga is this chap only sometimes shape-shifting as Raga, sometimes shape-shifting as Namo Namo. Real Mr. Narendra Damodar Das Modi, put into a Nidra state, is a Hindu, has lots going where he is godly. That is his fault. Usko itna harass kiya hai. After that he has passed away. तो जो हिंदू है एक्चुअली उनको स्केपगोट बनाता है, ये एक एथियस्ट है, which means he doesn't believe in God. I don't know if they took the IG also to this facility and put him also up over there. They just take people in the middle of the day, wrap them up, anesthesia them, I don't know what they do, put them in trucks amongst all the stuff and take them to a facility, and then you never see them again. They do it on the back of planning. तो इनके पास क्रिस्प्रिंग इन्होंने रॉयल्टी से शायद उनका रिसर्च चोरी करके इंडिया में हर जगह जहाँ जहाँ इनको हाथ मारना है, ग्रैब करना है, यही करते हैं. FM means finance minister. I have nobody who is my relative from finance ministry. I don't know any finance minister. I have hardly gone to Delhi. How much I have met him. He was an external minister. He was a CM of Karnataka for a long term. But ask him, you asked me how much I met him. It's very formal. Not more than 3-4 times in my entire life. That's also stretching it. The formal है, बहुत formal है. हमारा मामा चाचा, like how I have my father's sisters hanging out with them, or then my own mom, or then my sister, or then my friends. It's a different relationship. I don't know if they went and threw the IG finally into a well. या ये डीप माइंड के बारे बात कर रहे हैं. I don't know because the well also is deep. Deep mind, they go into your conscience and pull out everything. ये उसका फिल्म निकालता है, रील निकालता है, whatever you have got as conversations after 2005, connected with Forge Asheville or anywhere where this rat has gone. Those conversations are put out by that network and nexus of culprits on purpose to digress you from finding out who the culprits are. On parallelly on it, he's doing all the wrong things. Grabbing good people and putting trash in their place. MC Chagla's granddaughter, whose grandfather had built the country, is insisting on via this pendulum she's not in the body anymore. Yet you've been going on Rohika over here. If you have any Rohika out there, she's a farce. There are 20 of them. There are 20 of them. They're picked up from I don't know what kind of backgrounds. That's your job to do the investigation. She's a Muslim girl. I'm so fed up. Every time we do something, यहाँ पे ये जो है ना, it goes really. I was told yesterday that there are many Congress people also who are actually over here who are passed on. You people don't know about it. And there may be BJP people also. I didn't ask. For replica, you have to get rid of anything so that you can put your own. Between the Congress and the BJP, frankly telling you, the BJP was probably easier to get rid of because they were opposition. And to plug key people over there. Wig means basically they are posing as things they are not. His real looks vis-a-vis what he is wearing are completely different. ये ड्रेस अप गेटअप करता है, ये इसका असलियत है ही नहीं. You can keep changing form, but I just want to say one thing. असुर जो है, महिषासुर स्टोरी याद करो, बेवकूफ जो दूसरे की आइडेंटिटी तुम लोग चोरी करते हो. Fools. Bloody fools who steal other people's identities after murdering them or putting them away in a facility. Then you bring out your freaking colognes and you think you're damn bloody smart. You become that. No, you don't become that. There is no experience. There's no such thing as taking somebody else's experience, causing the original by birth distress. No such thing. You only earn shitty bad karma because you are uneducated, run by somebody who does not even believe in the concept of God. Because he comes from a shithole called hell, nark, patal. So even in the case of when Devi, in the Chandi, or you want to say it is called Durga Saptashati, when Mahishasur took on so many forms, he was finally killed in the form of what? The buffalo. Many people know that the human form is one form. There are three forms to one identity. So one which we are with the body. Second, when we die, there is a form when we are going back to our loka. When we just come out into the spirit world, out of the body. And then the third form when we go and settle down in our realm, good or bad. It is to every individual. So जैसे Mahishasur, like Mahishasur, when he was killed by Devi, the goddess Shakti, he was in the form of a buffalo, but when he died and went into his spirit form, he was the Asur, his true form. So you cannot fool anybody. There is only karmic earning, good or bad. Any bloody fool who is an atheist who's teaching you how to do 420 business is actually making sure he has workers, because he's going to be put away more than 10 kalpas. Not even at Rasatal, Patal and Nark. He needs you to work for him over there. He will play every filthy trick to make sure that you fall. It is your duty to look out for your own Atma. Rest is up to you. It is democracy in its true sense. There are 15 lokas. You can choose to do whatever you want. Ultimately, you have to take the responsibility of whatever you earn. That's the long and short of it. This girl refuses to eat non-veg. Have asked her, can I give you a non-veg because I am eating? Will you eat? She says no. I say, you're meditating. It seems like you're meditating evening time, night time. She says yes. She's Muslim. खाती होगी non-veg. लेकिन यहाँ पे, then I had to ask her. I said, what, you've got some direction? From do you get preview and do you get audience of Shirdi Sai Baba? She says yes. I said, has he prescribed to you? You have to do some things in spirit to get your work done. She says yes. Finally, she's not doing a Hindu thing. She's a Muslim girl. This collective bunch of them have been told to do something to make some things come to light from spirit. They are most certainly not doing a Hindu thing, a Muslim thing, a Catholic thing, a Christian thing, a Guru Sikh thing. No, they are only trying to balance their karma, good and bad, doing some action in spirit to bring about some desired outcome for their loved ones. That's it. I think the female saw the wig, whichever female is involved in that. This I didn't get yesterday, but maybe it is important. मीजल फ्यू विग. अब मीजल्स में क्या होता है? यू गेट बॉयल्स, you have an uneven skin. So if you have chicken pox, measles, in those days, smallpox, measles, so a skin which is chicken pox, smallpox type, I don't know if they are planning to give diseases to people in the consumption of food. So we have an idiot who gets very happy, throws voice, and then I'm holding a spoon of rice with some vegetables in it. it'll flop and fall on voice. It's been cooked. The idiot gets very happy. So I say a very idiotic atheist would fool with something called food. The fact of the matter is that today technology has gone so ahead. Via telephony, I can make a call to my pressure cooker, electronics, and make it cook on its own, start the AC from far away, sit on my chair, use a remote control, make the curtains close on its own. There's nothing great about you. You're truly foolish. You are a bloody fool if you've dared to fool with food using the same fuck all technology used in phones to remotely start things and close things, automation of homes. There is no bigger bloody fool than you. You are a true atheist. तो तुमको जगह भगवान के घर पे कभी नहीं मिलेगा. तुमको 10 कल्पा से ज्यादा नर्क पे रहना है. It explains lots of things about you. Meal fees, wig, fees, lime wig, E. So this is why Elon Musk, one version is called Musk Melon, क्योंकि यहीं का है. असली Elon Musk बहुत पहले मर चुका है और डॉजी जॉर्जी चलाने वाला केरलाइट है. ये जो लड़का है ये सुंदर पिचाई भी बन सकता है. From 5'7", 5'8", he can go all the way to 5'11". Six feet is what I have been told. इसने वहां पे भी कांडी किया है फॉर श्योर. You know the Saifis? They fought with each other for the gatti. Not sure who Mel is, if there is anything to do, or is this Musk Melon? That is why the Muslim community also is disintegrated. They're fighting amongst themselves. It is not the Hindus, it is not the Muslims, it's not the Catholics, it is not the Guru Sikhs, it's not the Protestants, it is the anti-God. He's an atheist. Also, it is the network of criminals. They have gone and grabbed all key positions around the world. So every person who's working in the Feds, CIA, M16, Mossad, what is that called? ISI, RAW, Indian Army के 90%, 10% तो already निकल चुका है. सच है. I don't want, I'm saying it for your own good. Like this, there are many places. That is why you need to come together in an unofficial way to get rid of the criminal. Otherwise, you don't stand a chance in the future. He's already got some of your brains lots of brains in his network. He controls it. He's nobody's friend because he's jabbed the tins. The tins are poverty-ridden people. How did he get access to this? I am guessing how he got access to it. Shakurji, Palunji, Cyrus Mistry, I think, was shapeshifting for Salman Khan as a break. Being one of the many siblings, he has little time on his hands. Also, he's probably, they call him Sairu in my read. So he's a little spoilt, maybe. They have removed him in June 2006. Plugged in their own people over there. From there, they have never ever looked back. But prior to this boy was hired. The photo I showed you was hired by Cyrus Mistry to plug in his presence in places as early as 2002 also. Whether that is true or not, because I have done my own analyzing based on what I did last night, that video got deleted. But I will let the pendulum answer it. But I'm guessing this is what happened. I've gone to the movies of Salman Khan, just say 1997-6 onwards, all the way to 2007-8. There seems to be a theme connected with lots of things that happened in our home. It is also strange. It is not strange, and I don't think it's a coincidence. I, without knowing this, earlier said what? Dhanteras 2006 is when things started going haywire at Forge as well. I said the problem could be who? S.M. Krishna brought to Bombay to be done away with. Because their family got very badly affected. So there are too many things pointing in the same direction when it comes to Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. Also, it is talking about her being taken to Palakkad in and around 2005-2006. That's what the pendulum was saying. This is why the Indian Army and so many people were saying, well, High Command is in its own world, refuses to answer. But they need to go back from the 70s and the 60s and the 40s and see, was that always the case? So there is something drastically wrong which has happened. It is by a criminal network. So you are an Indian Army, so you got all the ammunition on you. Once you figure out who is really raw and who is not. It is also not, isn't it strange? That 2005, Doval also was sent to catch Don. He's been chasing him since 80s. Isn't it strange कि कसब के टाइम पे लड़का जो है कसब वो तो जिहादी है. He should be crazy as in angry just by training and be able to open fire. It's his training from infancy in those camps. Why did he have to be drugged out of his mind? What is it got to do with Taj? Then the synagogue. Taj is Ratan Tata and Cyrus Mistry. Synagogue is the Jews. CST is Deccan Queen. And of course a Leopold. In and around the same radius. Which is Cuff Parade and Old Cuff Parade. And Marine Lines. It ends at Marine Lines. Again, I don't know if this is an eel which gives electric shocks. Don't know if they went and killed people over there. There is a Saifi hospital also, which came up in later years. ये विक पहनता है EM के लिए. गंदा ही है. असली EM इलॉन मस्क तो मर चुका है बहुत पहले. X is created from stolen DNA. So is chocolate baby, chocolate family. That work was done by Kira. I'm not sure what it means. Wig, see, feel, EM. I don't know what that means. No clue. Why is IG feel EM? Why is SG feel EM? Why is GEM feel? Why is IG female? Yes, he goes on talking about Willy because that's what we got yesterday. I think it is important to put it out. A Willy is a penis. Could also be a man called, I don't know if it is the name of a man, and Willy is the short name for Wilson or something of that sort, or William. Don't know. But under normal circumstances, without offending anyone, the point is the Willy is primarily the penis of a man. Okay, the polite way of saying it. Something to do with San Francisco also. Could be at a gym also. This guy, I hope, doesn't record things and put it up on the internet secretly when he's going to the gym or he's going to the locker room where the boys are just normal doing their own thing. Could be Santa Fe, could be San Francisco. For sure, this guy is fucking around at Singapore, Florida, San Francisco, Santa Fe, maybe. I don't know where these places. I know where San Francisco. I don't know. Santa Fe also. I'm not sure where on the map it is, but Singapore I know. I don't know, is it IMEI or is it EMIE? I'm not sure. We have IMEI, something to do with the SIM. Lots of haywire with technology. The IP address, the towers, plenty of foul play on the back of it. You bring Starlink over here and it is coming in on the back of the shapeshifter of Elon Musk. Musk Melon is here to stamp down on India. You will not be able to think with your own brain. I've been told Mr. Ambani is underground at JNPT, Jawaharlal Nehru Trust, Port Trust, at Biman Dongri. So who's signing the deal is not the original Mr. Ambani. Then it is only the criminal cartel that is doing this. They are all Middle Easterners. They will stamp down on all the Indians. This place is going to become very dangerous to live in. क्योंकि यहाँ पे पैसा है, यहाँ पे बहुत लूट मार होने को है chances. If the Indian army doesn't wisen up amongst those who are left over, 90% is what I'm told. Hopefully it is right. But even if it is 55%, यहाँ पे मिंगल नहीं है, मिगिल है. Something gets glee when he's doing things on whim. Whim and fancy जो करता है, he gets very happy when he's doing that kind of stuff. So if he's recording something, if as wearing somebody else's face he is getting stuff he would not get with his own face, he may be threatening children, doing the wrong thing and telling them don't tell. So he's definitely not the real Elon Musk. Yesterday Elon Musk was here on the pendulum. I don't know whether in the daytime or night time. If it was night time he was there, then the video तो got deleted. ये Musk Melon है. Mel New Melon, Musk Melon. That's it. Mu Melon Glee is San Francisco. Gleam L. Gleam mu L is San Francisco, or Gleams phi. So this guy and his partner get very happy when some people are displeased. They do it on purpose to displease them. It's actually a communist agenda for any of the Hindus in the Indian parliament left over. Wherever you think these guys are going to make you great, no, they're going to give you such a huge fall. The last hawker on the street will be stolen from. An atheist has no loyalty. By dint of being an atheist, he's an anti-God and he has no guilty conscience. An atheist is the opposite of everything godly. So he gleams and he is in glee whenever he is doing everything that you consider is not humanly possible. I don't know, whenever we are talking, these things are doing its own thing. Because here are people who have contributed to the building of this nation from 1947, starting with even prehistoric, before that, fighting for the actually what you call the independence of this nation. So there's plenty of people actually fighting for whatever they built, who this guy is absolutely just working to get rid of. He's really bad material. He and his partners. If we take about SL, tomorrow when you are going, let the pendulum say where you are heading. You and all your unholy crap associates. I am not your associate, SL. You have stood in the place of a dead man. You are nobody of mine. If you have to look at it as karmic currency, you have huge amounts of debt on your head. It is going to take you more than 10 kalpas, 40 yugas to pay off your debts. But you shouldn't mind, you are an atheist. And always remember one thing, you are not Cyrus Mistry, nor are you SRK. You are just a cheap byproduct that grabs identities of other people who are in dire situations somewhere in the world. You grab their God-given birth, put them into peril. Then you come out to be things you are not capable of being, not even God gave it to you by birth. So you are the most poorest of the poorest and the worstest of the worstest. So all the phlegm issues that we have come from this effort. When he is shape-shifting as EM. And if not EM, then find out about Sundar Pichai also, or Pichai, whatever his name is. Primarily, the original CEOs, CM, क्या है? CEO, PM, CM, many of them, managing directors, chairmen, many people have been pulled off, either put away underground, rendered helpless in different places around the world. And this guy with his network of street urchins have been, or then labor class of the Middle East, have been shape-shifting in their positions, but only with the idea of stealing with an atheist viewpoint, communist ridden, undoing all the good work of all the people who did all the hard work, keeping good karma in place, at the same time building. You understand what the anti-God has been doing? Not only at India, and every country he set his foot or eyes upon via technology or a physical presence, or then through a network of really useless people. It becomes my priority to show you what happens when we talk at times. And sometimes how the wind becomes extra when we're talking, a point that those who are in the spirit wish to convey. So that those who are in the body connected with some dharma can do their job appropriately. I am only the conduit in between. So phlegm is when I am always coughing, feeling uncomfortable. Take out 3 hankies, remove lots of phlegm. Much of it could be in the food itself. As I said, you were making the rice jump with a tomato in it off my spoon with voice, and you were getting very happy because you're highly uneducated. I was telling you I can cook an entire meal from far away just on telephony, or then sit on that chair and have my curtains drawn through house automation, open my main door via house automation without lifting my ass off the coach. Only a bloody fool and an atheist and an anti-God will mess around with food that's consumed by human beings and get happy on the back of this kind of shit. This kind of shit. You're not even EM. Your real face has been shown. You go to be this guy. Why? You are wearing insoles and raising your height. Never met a more cowardly loser than that. Never met a more cowardly loser than that. Swelling of feet also, this guy is screwing around through technology and giving people. Through E. Swelling is the feet swelling, body swelling. So if someone gets up, this guy has access to your body genomes, body whatever, I don't know what, on technology. They can make you fall at will, trip at will, swoon at will, lose consciousness at will, go blank at will, give you phlegm at will through technology. That's the jabbing of the tin. Anger issues for no rhyme or reason at will. But you better just deal with it. I'm telling you, you're going to be in a place you'll not. I already told you, यहाँ पे नाम, you take cognizance of this. FMEM give swell E. यहाँ पे सीज भी था कल, जो हमको इतना हमने बोला है, पहले भी बोला है सीज के बारे, यही इसके पीछे है. Come on man, this is your I have spoken about this so many times. This is your tin. क्या? Jabbing the tin, jabbing the priest. प्रीस्ट को जैब करे, दे आर डूइंग द प्रेयर्स, ये उसके ऊपर बात करता है, वो अंदर से कुछ और बोल रहा है, उसके मुंह से कुछ और निकल रहा है, प्रेयर्स ही कुछ और बनते हैं. ही इज द एंटी गॉड, ये एथियस्ट है. दैट्स व्हाट द पेंडुलम सेड येस्टरडे. Well, I think is connected with deep mind. Siege fem well E. Okay, you got to make sense of it. But siege, I have been telling you, it will come from every direction. आज ये रेन भी एट विल कर सकते हैं. क्लाउड्स का जो प्रेसिपिटेशन है एंड कंडेंसेशन जो है, और बारिश कैसे एट विल इतना भरपूर तरीके से कैसे गिराते हैं, दे हैव द एबिलिटी टू डू सो. आई डोंट नो, क्रिएटिंग लिटिल ट्रेमर्स इनसाइड द सी टू हैव अ सुनामी कर सकते हैं. न्यूक्लियर वॉर तो न्यूक्लियर वॉर. And of course the jabbing for civil war and siege at will through E. Not to mention ill health due to some diseases. Disease जो था यहाँ पे था, it was written over here what it is. I don't know, this is southwest. Which would be Kerala, Karnataka, coastal region or South India. तो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट कुछ चीज़ को देवे तो सीज करे. एफएम कैसे आती है पता नहीं. एफएम आज जो है निर्मला सीतारमण. Siege Southwest Gel FME. So this is current FM or previous FM. A siege is not good for anybody. Being an eel also is not good. Stewing it and gelling it also is not good. Putting it together is not good. तो यहाँ पे जेल भी है और स्टूइंग भी है. So is this actually of this time or is it the time that photo was taken in those years? So whenever that photo was taken, that photo is important simply because it is talking about events surrounding that photo. क्या क्या हुआ है उस टाइम पे. तो FM कौन था, क्या था सिचुएशन, all that matters. But this is the background information. Leak, Siege, FM, Southwest. Someone from South India only. Any leg? So anyway, these are some things I got yesterday. I've redone it without showing you how the pieces fell. I have no choice. So we'll again move it aside because that's what I did last night also. And we'll go with the pendulum, which is the most important. क्या है? रोहिका का नाम मत लेना till you don't know whether the pendulum is telling the truth or not telling the truth. Because if MC Chagla, who has served in the Indian Parliament under the Congress government, and they contributed towards building this nation in a decent manner, where no matter where we go in the world, we want to return to India. That's changed now recently in the last 20 years. You call it fleeing from the country. After stealing, we don't steal, we build. Even if we go to a jhoparpatti, we will make it look good because that's inherent in us. Somehow destiny always supports us because we try and keep it straight. आड़ा टेढ़ा तुमको आता है बनने, हमको नहीं आता है. हम भगवान को पूछते हैं, तू उसका मजाक उड़ाता है. That's the difference. Okay? It talks about your atomic DNA and your atomic genes, where you come from, and it matters where you come from. 420 झूठ ड्रामा हर कोई कर सकता है, पर बेवकूफ जो है वो करे. Luckily, the world is not, and the Brahmand is not filled with only bewakoofs. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do the session. It is now, if I'll tell you, we are starting the pendulum at what time? We're starting it at 3 because it's 14:55 in the watch. I'm quite disappointed that the video went off, but I'm keeping my cool only with the thought that whatever happens, happens for the best. There must be something good only to come out of it. Okay?